What are the odds? Long, short, impossible?
I think he's scared. Keep avoiding me, like that. Especially if I win, I'm gonna win this fight.
So we don't know if it's 100% going to be there, and this is not actually a fight, it's an exhibition.
When last week he did an interview and said that it's not going to be a real fight, it's going to be an exhibition and not necessarily going to be at the Sphere. And Max, that really puzzled me because this wasn't just reporting. Netflix, a multi-billion-dollar company, officially announced that this would be a real fight at the Sphere.
Manny Pacquiao has fired back at Floyd Mayweather after reports surfaced that Mayweather pulled out of their proposed rematch, pushing instead for it to be an exhibition bout rather than a professional fight. Pacquiao accused Mayweather of avoiding a real challenge, making it clear he's ready to step into the ring anytime without hesitation.
He's just saying, I'm done. I just don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah, because but I heard he's talking about promoter in Middle East area, Saudi and Dubai. People told me that if I'm willing to fight with to Floyd, he said anytime. I'm still in this sport and I'm active. So
in a recent interview, Floyd Mayweather revealed that his rematch with Manny Pacquiao is expected to be an exhibition rather than an official bout. He also admitted that the location for the fight has not yet been finalized, with the previously suggested venue still up in the air.
So, they tax you at Sphere. What part did being at the Sphere kind of play when you taking that fight?
Well, as of right now, we don't know exactly where the fight is going to be at. We don't know the location of the fight. The Sphere is one of the places that they talked about. This is not actually a fight, it's an exhibition.
Okay.
So we're gonna do it again, and hopefully we're gonna entertain the people.
Right. And as far as that, what's it gonna be like fighting again? Like 11 years later.
It's just I never really took any abuse, in the sport of boxing. Still extremely healthy. I work out every day, and I got an exhibition with Mike Tyson also. Another exhibition in Greece. So if I'm just sitting at home and I'm just working out every day, spending time with my grandson and spending time with my children, I said, why not go out, have a little fun, entertain, and put on some exhibitions. So
the statement has sparked widespread uncertainty, with many now speculating that the fight could be canceled altogether rather than simply postponed or restructured. Boxing streamer Adrian Rain posted on X that Mayweather vs. Pacquiao 2 is canceled, claiming Floyd Mayweather has backed away from facing Manny Pacquiao at this time. According to the post, Mayweather initially believed the bout would be an exhibition, only to later discover it was being treated as a professional fight, potentially putting his undefeated record at risk. Reports also suggest that sources close to Mayweather say he is seeking legal advice. Meanwhile, many believe the clash may ultimately fall apart, as Pacquiao has consistently pushed for an official rematch and shown no interest in participating in an exhibition, making it unlikely the fight will move forward under Mayweather's preferred terms.
We'll have a Mayweather Pacquiao too.
Would you do an exhibition with him, or would you potentially entertain an exhibition with someone like maybe a Conor McGregor?
No, I don't like exhibition. Like I want if Mayweather is my opponent, I don't like exhibition. Like I want fight. Like there's a decision.
Boxing journalist Mike Copinger stated that Floyd Mayweather cannot simply walk away from the official fight agreement, especially after Netflix publicly promoted the bout as a professional rematch.
That really puzzled me because this wasn't just reporting. Netflix, a multi-billion-dollar company, officially announced that this would be a real fight at the Sphere.
The CEO of Manny Pacquiao Promotions, Jazz Mather, has warned that Floyd Mayweather cannot simply alter the terms of the fight, emphasizing that a binding agreement is already in place for an official bout. He added that if Mayweather continues to push for an exhibition, it could be viewed as a breach of contract and may lead to legal consequences.
I don't know if he needs. I ain't getting the man's pocket.
Assuming he does.
I don't know if he needs the money or not.
Let's assume he does. That's why he's coming back.
Yeah.
Just assume.
So, and you're going to make, I don't know,
Well,
what is it?
let's
How much,
assume-
what's his guarantee?
Let's
for the
assume
fight?
It's gonna be
Pacquiao
something like
needs
50 million.
50
is what I
million.
heard.
Slow down for a second. Let's assume
It's a lot of
Pacquiao
money.
needs money too, because I heard rumors.
He probably does, yeah.
Okay, so
Not
okay,
just
okay,
I do assume.
okay,
I'm
so
not just putting on
well,
Floyd,
hold
yeah.
on. I don't do the rumors, so let's do them today. Since y'all want to do them, they both need the money, as y'all saying. So look, we still gonna fight and make good money. It don't have to be a pro fight.
He signed a contract though. It's executed.
That's crazy.
And Netflix announced it. This is not just like, let me
So
go.
what does that tell you? Doesn't it kind of tip Floyd's hand that he's thinking, maybe it's possible, like I read into that a little.
Manny Pacquiao has repeatedly made it clear in recent interviews that he will only agree to face Floyd Mayweather Jr. if their rematch is an official professional bout, not an exhibition, insisting that the result must count on their records.
I'm so excited and ready to the fight. Although before he wants an exhibition with me, but I disagree, and I don't want to fight with exhibition with him. I want to fight a real fight like this. So this is what I'm waiting for.
Manny, you mentioned not being 100% the first time around. I think it was a shoulder, right? Was it a shoulder issue that you were fighting through? Popped up during training. To the fans who are excited about this, but a little bit worried about another injury coming up, because we're all 11 years older than we were back in 2015. To them and their concerns, you say what?
Well, both of us are disciplined fighters, so him and me, we taking care of our body, and we always work out almost every day and playing basketball like that. So right now, I still can fight. I feel like I'm still young. I mean.
Yeah.
He has made it clear that he still believes he can compete at a high level and continue building his official professional boxing record, insisting he's not finished fighting and wants real, sanctioned bouts that count. This is a major reason he has stood firm against Mayweather's proposal for an exhibition-only fight.
I still continue my career, and I can, because boxing is my passion. Like, I grew up and I grew up in boxing. I started boxing when I was 11 years old. So I really miss those days, that the way I work hard, the way I train, discipline like that. I miss those days, because it depends how you discipline yourself. Like, time management, discipline is the most important thing. Like, because I'm a boxer for a long time, but not only a boxer, but I'm studying what is boxing, what is the secret of boxing. Like, I mix boxing.
Manny Pacquiao has stated that it's important for him to face Floyd Mayweather again because he wasn't at his full potential in their first fight due to a shoulder injury that limited his performance. He believes a rematch would allow him to showcase the real version of himself.
It's important to have a fight with Floyd Mayweather, because especially some fans doubting about who's the winner. But I believe I won the fight. I mean, it's very clear. He didn't throw punches. He
ran the whole fight.
No,
the aggressor.
Manny, I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree. I think there's two people that believe you won the fight. One, two.
And Holyfield said he won the fight. Well, I hope you win this one.
But like I said, I respect the judges.
Right.
It's done already. That's why we want a rematch, because the people, that's a lot of question mark in their minds.
Boxing commentator Max Kellerman has weighed in on the current rematch situation, stating that Floyd Mayweather's push to turn the fight into an exhibition rather than a sanctioned professional bout appears to be an attempt to protect his undefeated 50-0 record, especially now that he's older and may be uncertain about winning a truly competitive fight.
I always bring this up. Bernard Hopkins, I was calling his fights on HBO. He fought Tavares Cloud, good light heavyweight, beat him easy, right? And he was like 49, and his body still looked like Hopkins. Then he came back a year or so later, and he fights Joe Smith. His body didn't look the same. Hopkins had a Spartan training regimen. He doesn't put anything in his body. He's a temple. He eats right. He trains right.
He don't drink.
He doesn't. But his body looked, by the way, I'm 52. I can tell you, it looks different after a little bit. Even when you're trying to get in shape, just the muscles look a little different. And Joe Smith knocked him out of the ring and stopped him, right? Floyd, maybe, I'm just speculating, but maybe he says this because he gets in the gym and he's like, Floyd's what, 49 and change. He's almost 50. Maybe he's right up against that thing where it's like, man, my body's not responding the same way.
Right. Max, they're grandpops.
They old.
Grandpops.
Pacquiao looks like he got a little more in the tank.
What I'm saying,
he's a little younger. Pacquiao's a little younger.
When you a grandpop, you think you're not the same as you used to be.
Many in the boxing world believe Floyd Mayweather is being overly cautious, aiming to avoid risking his legendary status, especially as Manny Pacquiao's camp continues to insist the fight must count on both fighters' records. Pacquiao, confident and ready, has repeatedly made it clear he will only face Mayweather in an official rematch with real stakes. Analysts like Max Kellerman argue that this situation highlights the clear contrast in mindset between the two legends.
Big letdown of a fight.
That's another damn.
But this is like, all you have to ask yourself, Gabe, to me about when a fight is made is, are you going to watch it live or not? When it's on, are you going to watch it, yes or no?
I'm definitely watching.
Yeah, me too. So, like, everyone can shut up, right? Because we're all going to watch.
But I would not watch it if it's an exhibition, not necessarily live.
Yeah, you would. You'd still watch it.
I don't really watch all the exhibitions live.
Yeah, but whatever they call it, you're going to watch it. But you're right, though, as an official fight, because it brings in the intrigue of, we just saw Manny draw against a world-class fighter, whatever you want to say about Barrios. And Mayweather is right at that age, almost 50, where guys fall off a cliff.
Yep.
And he has the undefeated record to protect.
And
right?
it's Mayweather's identity, right? That's its whole identity.
That's why Mayweather doesn't want it to be a pro fight, because you want to just safeguard that record.
50 knows a big thing, and if you lose that, it's like, okay, Floyd, so. But I would make an expedition, because who's not gonna watch it?
It's not up to him. He already signed a contract. It's a real fight.
That's what I don't get. How you sign a contract that you saying it's not?
Retiring undefeated is interesting. You can retire. A lot of guys have passed Rocky Marciano 49.
Right.
No. But then they kept fighting and they lost.
Chavez.
Right? Yeah, Chavez is one. There have been others. By the way, Rocky Marciano was training for a comeback when Floyd Patterson.
ESPN reporter Andreas Hale posted that Team Pacquiao insists the fight with Floyd Mayweather is still on despite Mayweather's recent comments suggesting it would be an exhibition. It was also noted that Mayweather has reportedly already taken an advance on his fight purse. Mike Coppinger further reported that Manny's camp made it clear the bout remained scheduled, stressing that a signed agreement is already in place for an official professional fight between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. They emphasized that there has been no cancellation and that Mayweather previously agreed to the terms, meaning the event is expected to move forward unless contractual issues arise.
Absolutely a real fight. There's a signed contract. Mayweather signed it. It's in there. That it's a real fight that'll count on their records, and it's going to be at the Sphere. So I'm not sure what Floyd is talking about. I don't know if Floyd got bad advice, but he's contracted, so it would be a breach if not.
I think what puts a damper on Mayweather-Pacquiao 2 was Mayweather-Pacquiao 1.
Many experts believe Floyd Mayweather is more focused on maximizing earnings from these fights rather than risking his perfect record, pointing to his continued participation in exhibition bouts. Mayweather has reportedly already lined up multiple exhibition events, including potential appearances with Mike Tyson and a planned fight in Greece against kickboxer Mike Zambides. This has reinforced the perception that he prefers safer, high-paying showcase events over true competitive bouts. Pacquiao and his camp feel this approach allows Mayweather to avoid the danger of a genuine rematch where his undefeated record could be at stake, while still generating massive revenue through global events and streaming deals.
Mayweather is legitimately going broke, folks. And there's no other way to say it than that, because Floyd has announced another exhibition set to take place this year before he fights Manny Pacquiao, which is already going to be, assume, a massive fight because it's going to be on Netflix. He has an exhibition with Mike Tyson planned in April or May, and now he has a fight against Greek kickboxer and martial artist Mike Zambides. I don't even know what to say about any of this. It's going to be in June, it's in Athens, Greece, and it's the third fight of the year for a Floyd Mayweather that is clearly going broke. And it's not just, and if you guys didn't see the video I did talking about Floyd coming back to fight Mike, this is not me sensationalizing. This is the truth. There is no speculation, but I told you guys, Floyd owes a lot of people a lot of money, and he don't.
With a Mayweather versus Pacquiao rematch now scheduled and Netflix reportedly set to pay a significant amount to stream it globally, many experts believe the comeback is driven by more than just nostalgia or competition. The financial incentives are substantial, and with both fighters past their primes, The payday appears to be a major factor in why the bout is happening rather than purely sporting motivations. While Floyd Mayweather's legendary boxing skills remain widely respected, his recent activity, including exhibition fights and returns from retirement, has fueled discussion about how real-world pressures such as income opportunities, promotional deals, and business interests can heavily influence decision-making in modern combat sports.
You need the money! What's wrong with that? And why are we attempting to tease Floyd? Is Floyd Mayweather? Yes, he's broke. Of course he's broke. He's a boxer that they say can't read. That's not to tease him. They say that he can't read. His best friend at the time said that he can't read, and he never denied it. I don't tease him for it. He was a guy. He grew up in a boxing channel, right? It's one of these things. You know what you know. You know what you were taught. I didn't teach him about contracts. I didn't teach him about saving. I didn't teach him about investments. Who would have taught him these things? Of course he's broke. He's a gambling addict. He got baby mamas all over the... What do you mean is he broke? Of course he's broke. What boxer do you know that isn't broke? What a ridiculous question.
What do you think? Will the fight actually happen? Or is it already starting to fall apart? Share your thoughts in the comments below.